Well, good morning and rise and shine, and welcome to Live at 6:05. I am Dr. Amy Nussbaum. Welcome to Friday. I know it's been a short week, but still, it seems like it's been a long week. And I am one that is excited for the weekend. So, um, I am talking this morning about something that we all face, and that is tough decisions. From time to time, life throws, major changes or tough decisions, things we have to figure out which way we're going to go. All of those come our way. So whether it's personal or professional, or, sometimes we just get stuck. We get caught between two options or maybe three options, and we're just unsure of which way to go. And oftentimes we're just afraid we're going to make the wrong decision. What if I take the wrong job? What if I choose the wrong pathway? What if I buy the wrong car? I mean, we all start to have these thoughts, and sometimes it can paralyze us. So, when we're in the middle of decision making, it can truly feel overwhelming. We think, what if I regret this? What if it doesn't work out? What if I fail in this new adventure that I have that I'm thinking about? Or that fear does paralyze us. And indecision often ends up being our default. We just choose to not make a choice. We sit there and we think about it and think about it. And before we know it, a lot of time has passed and we've not done anything. So by default, we end up doing nothing. But let me give you a simple framework for making decisions with more confidence. First, especially when I'm working with clients, I always encourage them to ask themselves, what matters to you most in this decision, or in this situation? Because we want to identify what your values are. What is important? If it's security, or if it's growth, if it's your relationships, if it's freedom, if it's peace, if it's your financial situation. Naming your values helps you to filter out some of the options, because some just don't align up with your options. And weigh the options honestly. Write down the pros and cons. I'm a huge, T-chart person. On the one side, write everything that would be positive about this choice, and everything on this side that's negative about this choice. Get a separate piece of paper, do the same thing about the next option, and then just compare the two. Sometimes when we get the options and the pros and cons in front of us, the answer becomes very clear. So which and then we can decide which option brings you closer to the life that you want, the life that you feel like, this is what I'm created to do, this is what I'm meant to do. And then choose with courage. Don't be fearful about this. Choose with courage. Step into it boldly. Every big decision carries risk, but fear should never be the driver to your decision. If you feel at peace, with the choice that you are making, if it aligns with your values, even if the choice feels scary, that's often a sign that you are headed in the right direction. Because oftentimes our next step in life it stretches us, takes us outside of our comfort zone, and it may scare us, but we may have a sense of peace about it, and that is a good clue that we are headed in the right direction. So remember, clarity doesn't mean that it's easy. It just means that it is aligned with your values and with the calling that you have on your life, the purpose that you have in your life. So let me encourage you, if today you are facing a tough choice, give yourself permission to slow down a little bit and get clear on your values, and then make the decision with courage. Don't wait for perfect clarity, because that usually doesn't come, or waiting for a sign. If you're waiting for a sign, now is the time. Just get out there and make the choice. But that clarity, that 100% assurance, it rarely comes. Usually we do something with about an 80% clarity, and we think, okay, maybe this is where I'm supposed to head. But move forward in alignment and trust that you have the strength to handle what comes next. Because let's be honest, most decisions we make, if 3, 6 months down the road, we're like, I don't think I chose correctly. Most things that we make, we can shift and go in a different way. Um, 6 months down the road. So just take that step boldly, take it with courage. Now, if you would like help walking through this process personally, that's what I do in my one-on-one coaching. And if you'd like to see what that might look like, I would love to offer a complimentary session to just start the process and see if working together might be a good fit. I would love to be in your corner as you work through these kinds of choices in your life. So reach out to me if you would like to take that next step. Well, I just want to encourage you to have a great weekend. I know, especially, here in my neck of the woods, things are cooling down a little bit. So it's going to be feeling more like fall. Get outside and do some things. I'm very excited about that. So have a great weekend. I look forward to seeing you again on Monday. But until then, remember, you are made for more. So go light up this world with your purpose and with your